Yes, the lighting is bad. Yes, it is 5:06 in the PM, and yes, it is pitch black outside in Chicago, Illinois. And yes, this is another book review. This one is about The Power of Moments. This is a book that was read over the summer. Our customer success organization actually put this book to the test as far as just learning and challenging what we think about from a moments perspective. And what it comes down to in this book is moments are mostly forgettable and occasionally remarkable. So in an example that this author uses many times over is going to Disneyland, where most of your day is not memorable, it's often forgettable. Sitting in line, being hot, paying $15 for a hot dog, whatever the case may be. But when you go on that roller coaster, when you see your dad scream like a girl, these experiences are often so memorable and remarkable that when you think of Disneyland, that's the moment and the thought process that you affiliate it with. The same can be said on the inverse. So what we had just talked about in an example is a peak moment. The inverse could be a pit. So we could think about that as potentially having a terrible experience with a company, or having a terrible experience in a city or an airport. And one of the biggest concepts that the author tries to get across is that flipping the idea of going from reactive to encouraging and proactively practicing proactiveness. So what I mean by that is not fixing things reactively, but rather proactively going above and beyond.
To infinity and beyond!
So that could be in the context of us to our customers. That could be in the context of us in the relationships with our spouses or our family members or our friends. That could be in the instance of throwing that amazing birthday party, or just getting flowers for someone because, taking someone out to a movie, or enjoying a baseball game because it's a Wednesday. Going above and beyond and proactively creating those moments so that they're memorable within not only your experiences but your community's experiences too. Too often there is a let's fix what's wrong versus let's create something that's magical and going to be memorable throughout the people that are involved. So the author tries to get that point across, and to tie it back into my own experience, we did a really great couple days of brainstorming how we could potentially do this within our own businesses, within our own lives, within our own relationships, and it was super impactful. This was back in closer to the summertime in late July? It was late September. And actually just coming back from an experience in the office today where it's Bring In Your Parents Day, and my parents weren't able to attend, however my wife was, and we took this moment's mantra to the next level, and basically we're writing gratitudes and thoughtful expressions and thank yous to either son, daughter, parent, or significant other. And what a moment that is, that a day that I won't soon forget. Hopefully my wife doesn't soon forget. Hopefully my peers' parents don't soon forget. And if it was a pain in the butt getting to the office, if it was super cold in Chicago like it was, if it was slippery on the sidewalks, if we have to sit in traffic when we leave the office, all of that's going to be forgotten, because this memorable moment of gratitude that we shared with one another is something that was created, and it was proactively created. As I had mentioned before, one of the reasons that these moments stick out is that often moments in general are rarely remarkable, they're often forgettable. So by making a moment that is remarkable and going over the top, and it can be something very small, a handwritten thank you, it could be a milestone call out, in product notification. Some of the examples that they share are when you've walked your first 1,000 steps with Fitbit, and then you've hit a million steps with Fitbit. Like getting those little awards and those achievements, those are memorable moments that stick with us. In the more detailed expression, one of the examples that this book really starts off with out of the gate is an idea of signing day. And when we think about that, a lot of times we think about athletes or student athletes signing their commitment to a particular college. And in the world of football, basketball, just collegiate athletics in general, where kids continue to be courted and looked at earlier in their high school career, this is a big day because a big recruit can impact not only a university but a city and an economy in a grand way. So when they end up choosing what colleges they're going to and signing their letter of intent, it is a big hoopla and a big to-do. Well, not everybody has the gifts of some of these athletes, and what two educators decided to do was create their own school that was based around ensuring that their kids not only got through high school, but that they created a moment after this high school experience, which is very top of the line in terms of their integrity, their values, and their graduation rate. But once they got to that graduation point, it was a signing day where let's bring our family together and let's all announce where it is we're going to school.
My name is Eddie Zapata, and this fall I will be attending Dartmouth College.
I will be attending Boston University!
It doesn't have to be that we're gonna go play in front of 15,000 fans on a basketball court. It's we're gonna go study biology and eventually become a doctor and impact the lives of many. And let's celebrate the fact that we just made this decision to go to this school. And what a big, memorable moment that is, and something that permeated throughout that school and actually became a marketing tactic for getting and alluring new students to come before they were even entering high school. So that was one of the examples that I really like. There's a lot of examples throughout the book, and it really just goes to try and illustrate some of those key points. I would highly recommend it. Again, it's called The Power of Moments. If you read it, let me know what you think. Again, sorry about the lighting. This is no bueno. No bueno. The lighting before, it was in front of the windows. I can't sit in front of the windows because we moved this desk. The lighting was so good, but summer's over. We're halfway through fall, but it seems like fall's over because it's dark by 4:30. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'll try and figure it out.